Hello people of the web, and welcome to a brand new video series where we're going to look at Minecraft Dungeons. I was lucky enough to be invited to the beta, and I've played it for about 6 or so hours on stream, but we're going to go through it again together in this video series and try and look at some of the different parts that make Minecraft Dungeons what it is. Now, I'm just going to make myself a new character, well, that one, because that looks really cool. Select. Now, before we get on with the game, I'm going to play the intro section, so the intro video, and remain silent so you can watch that.
It was a time of great adventure and danger. Shunned by his kin, an illager wanders the land, seeking a new home. But all he found was hatred. Driven by rage against those who wronged him, he wandered blind to whatever end. Until at long last, the illager found something that would change him forever. The Orb of Dominance. Corrupted by evil, driven by vengeance, the Arch-Illager made all bow before him. And if they did not bow, they would fall. The illagers raided the land. Who would have the valor, the purity of heart, to stand against the Arch-Illager's reign of terror? Well, not that one. But maybe you.
So as you can see, the graphics in this game are very much inspired by Minecraft, but there are a few unique things that have been added to make it work as a game. Now, we've already selected that. Oh, play online, start online play. Now this is a multiplayer game where you can play with up to 4 people in your party, so 4 total including yourself, and go through different levels of the dungeon. Ooh, another video.
No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path. This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
So this should serve as an introduction to the game where it's going to explain what buttons we press and how we control it. Now, it's a platform game available for Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PS4 and PC. And I'm doing it on PC, which means I'm using keyboard and mouse. However, you can plug in a controller and use that. Simply, you left click where you want to go. You can hold it on, it'll keep going that way. Change direction, very simple. Attack, left click. Now, often in dungeon crawlers, what happens is you get to an area, you get mobs that you have to fight, and then once you defeat them, you can move on to the next bit. So you saw there, the barricade dropped. Oh, there's something hidden behind the wall. Now when something's obscured, it will typically do an outline. Hostile enemies will be red, and friendlies will be grey. So you can see through walls, in effect. Wonderful. Barrier drop down. Now with dungeon crawlers, there will be a lot of places that you can go. Isn't necessarily the right way. We're going to go over here though, pick up these arrows, and we can shoot this skeleton with our ranged weapon, which is right click. Hold to charge and release. And he dropped bits over here. Now you can press M for map, which brings up the full map like this. Alternatively, you can press tab and it just puts an overlay on top so you can see where things are. Now I'm exploring a little bit more than I might need to, because quite often there is bonus chests that you'll want to pick up at some point. Now, when you're travelling, you'll see this little icon over here, which shows you which direction you want to head in, roughly. So that's your destination or target. Oh, I hit the wall. And that guy. Perfect, I'll have those emeralds. Now, emeralds are your currency that you're going to use throughout the game to buy stuff. You also get loot that's dropped from chests and killing enemies and quests and stuff like that, which you can equip on your person. So if I press I, this is my inventory, you get a main hand, offhand, armour, and then 3 tools. At the moment we have nothing that we picked up, we've just got our bow and sword, so we'll stick with those. I'm going to press tab to close down that overlay, and we'll keep exploring. Ooh, illagers. Lots of emeralds. Again, expanding to another area. Ah, a supplies chest. Open that, it gives us loot, so bread, which I think will allow our health to go back up. Perfect. Regen for 30 seconds, I think. Yes, as you see up there, regeneration, 21 more seconds left. You also have other things that you can use. For example, E will use your health potion. That's got a cooldown on it. So if I use that in a bit, you'll see how quickly it refills. Heading down here. I'm expecting enemies. I have played this bit. It's been a little while since I did the tutorial. So I've done a 6-hour stream since then. So we have to survive the ambush and then that gate will drop down. That was easy. Oh, never mind. Perfect. And leveled up to level 2. Which is always a good thing. Enchanting. Now that's something I will want to explain. So if you press I to open your inventory, each time you level up you get 1 enchantment point, which you can put on gear that you're holding. So if I select my sword, I've then got options for enchants. You can have up to 3 slots, but the chances of having more than 1 is reduced, quite quite small. The chances of 3 slots, very, very small. So we get chains. What's chains? Has 30% chance of chain a cluster of mobs together and keep them bound for a short time, or looting. Increase the chance of mobs to drop consumables. I'm going to go for that. Doubles my chances. Much better. Now, the enchantments you get in dungeons is very different to regular Minecraft. There are some things that you'll see that are exactly as regular Minecraft, and other ones that are very new. You picked up an artifact. Oh, artifacts. This thing here. An artifact is something you can equip. So that's now on my hotbar. If I use it, it puts a firework arrow into your quiver, so when you shoot, it explodes. So effectively, if I press that, and then my next arrow will blow up like that. And that's got a cooldown on it. Hey, good shooting. Now with bows, you can get infinity. However, on the bow that I've got, it doesn't have it. And we've also got a chest over there. There are options for moving around. If you press spacebar, you roll. And for areas like that, you can roll over. Open the chest, and I got the emeralds. Nice. And then roll back. Be very careful when rolling, because if I rolled off this ledge here, I die. And death is not fun. As anyone that's played Minecraft knows how annoying it can be to die. Normally results in me losing all my bits. You can go in some water. Other water you can't. Nor do you want to. I'm going to head over here because there might be loot. Or there might not be. That's kind of disappointing. But it's worth having a check. Now, a lot of people that have been playing this game have spotted the occasional blocks and gone, oh, I really want that in regular Minecraft. Yes, I know it's telling me to go the other way. Sheep. Can I shoot it from down here? There's a chance. No. No, I can't. Oh, it's not worth it. Although, sheep don't drop what you'd expect them to drop. Most people would expect sheep to drop, like, lamb, meat. They tend to drop apples, in my experience, which makes no sense at all unless the sheep was eating an apple. Okay, so this is a place to interact, so click here. Victory!
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find
So we
them.
were too late, however, I have run through the tutorial quickly, and I've never found the villagers there. I think it's just designed as a tutorial. Now, at the end of each dungeon crawl, you will come out with a report where it tells you how well you did. So I only opened up 25% of the chest, which means there's another 3 or 6, I can't remember how many I opened, that are still hidden. I haven't found them. I should make an increased effort next time. For some reason, it tends to point out a statistic from that level. And we get this, which is a chest of a fishing rod. And in this game, a fishing rod is an artifact, which you pause the screen, you can see what it does. Now this is base camp. From base camp, you can go to your mission select and travel off to all the different areas. At the moment, we only have this one, and later on, this unlocks one over here and one over here. There might be more, but those are the ones that I've found in my 6 hours of play. And 6 hours for 2 levels sounds like a lot, but there's a lot of replayability. Also, test dummies if you want to practice. You got a little bit of exploring you can do around camp, which we're going to do together, just in case there's any chests over here, because I have been over this way and found stuff before, because I've had a chest over here, but that might be relating to one particular quest. Now when you see doors like this in game, it means you can go in and you just left click to enter. So a house with pigs on the stage, or in a pen. A pen would make more sense. You don't tend to get pigs on stages. You do often get them in pens. Nothing of interest in there. So what we're going to do, now that we've done the tutorial, is try Creeper Woods, the first level. Now you can play it on different difficulties. Your power is based on the items you've got. So if you look at the bottom right, that's a level for each of them. So level 4 power, or level 4 power, 1, and it averages out your power across your items to give you an approximate power of how good you are. It's not an exact science, it's just a recommendation. So of course we could do this on difficulty 3, but then mobs are 2.7 times more difficulty. Normal difficulty 1. That's a big step up. So yeah, we're going to do it on the base one and hope that we get some items to make our game easier. I've really enjoyed the graphics. Now the sandbox world of Minecraft is so different from a dungeon crawler.
By the Arch-Illager's decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers, or there's no telling what dreadful doom will befall our villager friends.
Well, that's a lot of zombies. And this is us, where we start. Great. My biggest fear when hearing about Minecraft dungeons was that a dungeon crawler would negatively impact how Minecraft lore is, or Minecraft lore might hold back the dungeon crawling game. From my gameplay so far, I would say that's not an issue. Some bits over here. Now there is a bit of exploring to do over this way, so there might be a chest down here. You can play this game in multiple ways. You can either try and get everything. Now if you press M, you'll see at the bottom left, secrets found and chests found. So obviously on this map there's 3 and 11. However, we have played and had more chests than the total. I think we had 13 out of 12 on one level. So there are some secret ones. I'm going to go through this level without hunting for every chest because, well, that's part of the fun of playing the game. And I'm sure you that watch it and choose to buy the game because of how this looks might want to find them yourself. So I don't want to spoil it too much. Map up. Oh. Ooh. What was that? Oh, looting. What did I get? Or nothing? Something? Oh, I don't know. I've never had looting on a sword before. I'm quite glad for it. Oh, it was looting and that gave me an apple. And yes, some mobs are particularly difficult to kill. I mean, this zombie takes multiple hits. Other zombies, just one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a few. Now if I press E to heal up, you'll see that there's a cooldown on it, which means for a while I might need to rest. When you're in difficult situations, what you want to do is probably hold back, attack, and then find safety. So it gives a chance for your artifacts and your equipment to reload, and health go up, possibly. Oh, how I love zombies. Sheep! Which drops emeralds. That makes no sense at all. His head falls on the floor. I'm a great fan of how the graphics come out. They are definitely in the style of Minecraft, but also better in many ways. Even things as simple as when you hit a zombie and how they spin before they hit the ground. It's great animation. And as with many Minecraft games, we have creepers. Creepers explode. Keep your distance. Although that should be kind of obvious. There. Far more dramatic than the regular one. Especially the red fire. Ooh. Please die. Thank you. Emeralds. As I said, emeralds are the thing you buy equipment with. So when we finish this level, we should head back to camp. And I can show you what we spend our emeralds on. Or what we can spend emeralds on. Now, with all dungeon crawlers that I know, it's a random loot drop chance for different things. Some things are more likely than others. So with regards to weapons, you get rares and unique weapons that, generally speaking, better than commons, although it's also a bit of pot luck as to what enchantments you get. So I've had some uniques that are really rare and decided to throw them away because they're not as powerful for me as my commons. One of the added benefits of the way this is designed is when you get an item that you don't want, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, you can dispose of it and you get some items back, or emeralds back. It'd be nice if one of you dropped some armour so I can get stronger. Also, you can see how many arrows I got, 276. Probably means I should be using more of these guys. However, for zombies, I'm not that worried about it, and this is the first level. It's quite a low difficulty and pretty reasonable that you should be able to get through it without too much issue. Now remember I said earlier about these buildings, you head up to them, click, you go inside. Supplies. Oh, arrows and bread. Oh, and emeralds. I'll take the emeralds. I think that's all that's in there. I could be missing something. Now, if you look on the map, you'll see dungeon entrances. A little door. Spiders will spit spiderweb at you, and you can end up stuck in place like that. Perfect. Thank you for demonstrating that for me. That's why I let it hit me. Either that or I messed up. Let's pretend it's the first, not the latter. Missed me. Perfect. No. Spiders will, generally speaking, run away when you get too close because they like to attack you from afar in the same way as skeletons do. I know this is very different from regular Minecraft because spiders will come towards you. Ooh, pig. You want to kill these pigs because they have loot on their back. So he dropped a sword. So now I can look at this sword. Current sword is okay, and new sword is the same. In fact, those are the same enchantments. Chains and looting. I chose looting, so we don't need that. We can salvage it. Salvage it for 15 emeralds, which we can then use later on in store. Up to 73 emeralds. That's a decent amount. Free the villagers. Well, that's simple enough. If only there's not any villagers. Ah, TNT. You can throw that, and it explodes. And if you actually throw it where there's villagers, they die. 1 villager free. 2 villagers free. Cow! Cows drop apples, because why wouldn't they? Now these mages will power up other mobs around, so you often want to kill them first. The ones in the purple coat. Let's do so. You can see where these villagers are. They're marked with little yellow indicators. Got 2 left to do. Hello. Farmer. He's free. There's 1 up there, which means we need to go around this way. Wow, this guy hurts. We're going to heal up. Which means if we get in trouble again, we might want to run away and let our health go back up. Ooh, supplies. Bread. Arrows. Again, not too worried about them. Release this guy, and that should unlock the gate for the next area. You too. That's a lot of them. Waving their axes. Very friendly people. Strength potion. Thank you. Mage. Now, you see he's enchanting the guy that's trying to attack me, which means this guy takes many more hits to die. So we want to take out the mage first, and then these guys are actually reasonable after that point. Shadow. Something. I don't know what effect that gave me. It was probably good, I hope. You too. Thank you. You can die. Cow can die. Skeleton. Obviously, there's a lot of areas to explore. We're not going to do them all. We're just rushing through. And yes, my sentences are being broken up by moments of concentration. Watch. TNT. Works quite nicely. Even though there are plenty more skeletons to fight. Ouch. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. We're going to go that way, but there's mobs going from over here. I'm going to deal with these first, otherwise they're going to follow me through to here, where there's probably more mobs that will fight me from in front. We don't want to fight on 2 fronts if we can avoid it. Yep. Kill the mage first. Now, with this game having so many different difficulty levels, I can see potential for playing this same level again and again on different settings and not getting bored. I mean, I played for 6 hours with just 2 levels with 1 friend, and we could have gone on for another 12 quite happily. It was fun. Now, the replayability would go even further. We only got to difficulty level 4, I think, and I know it goes to at least 6. So we could have grinded more and leveled up.
These villagers are free from the clasp of the illiterates.
And even better,
all thanks to
the thing that makes this game is the people you play it with. So if you've got a series of different friends that you'd like to play with, each time it's different dynamic and you have fun. So that, we defeated most of the mobs, dealt a reasonable amount of damage, and opened 0 chests. The supplies chests don't count, but we do get this one for winning, which is going to be something amazing. Maybe. Death Cap mushrooms. It's okay. Oh, and as I was saying earlier, emeralds. Thank you very much. I'll take those. And now I can talk to the blacksmith. So every time you buy something from him, it's a random piece of gear. It could be amazing. It could be trash. So I got sickles, which is 6 to 14 damage. Lower than my current weapon. Slightly faster to use, lower power, and doesn't do as big an area. So I think that was a waste. I got 15 back. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, so I'm going to end it here. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please subscribe, give a like, and hope to see you again for the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye now.